We have some official news on when Moco is coming back. Let's dive into their most recent post and talk about everything that's changed with Moco and when you'll be able to play it. So, happy 1 year post beta anniversary. Hello and welcome to Moco KPI number 6. Last time you heard from us, we responded to your feedback on the latest meta changes. If you missed KPI 5 and our follow-up, the summary is implemented. The summary is we implemented big changes, tested them company creator-wide playable, and gathered feedback, and now we're ready to move forward. Heads up, this post revisit topics from our addressing your feedback post, but with more context. Well then, how'd the playable go? The results are in and we're sticking with the new meta, but we'll be making changes based on the feedback we heard. More on that shortly. We've been testing this new version of the game for a couple months now, and after the latest playtest, we're confident we're on the right path to creating the best version of Moco that has the highest chances of long-term success. We're currently in the middle of improving the meta and other features based on the playtest and community feedback. We even tested a new version this past week with some of these changes, and it already felt better. Curious about what creators think of the meta changes? Check out their feedback videos below with Kairos, Lex, and Echo. Not gonna lie, I'm very jealous they got to play the game because I miss playing Moco so much, but let's dive into it. The good stuff. Visual style, graphics, and art are on point. Agree. Team-based challenges and cooperation felt good, music and sound is solid, and gameplay mechanics are smooth. This includes combat, progression, build variety, etc., and the core gameplay is fun. The open world hunting, the Chaos Rift, the boss battles, and more. Top feedback and our plan to tackle it. Lack of player agency. We're adding more gear chests so players can choose upgrades more often and offering more options within each gear chest. We'll keep working on finding the right balance between agency and randomness while ensuring the game stays accessible to a wide audience. We've already tested some of these improvements and feel it's better. Sweet. Too much repetitive gameplay. We're working on injecting excitement into open worlds with more frequent and varied in-game events layered on top of the core content. There's going to be things like environmental effects, new mini missions, unique chaos rifts, and more. We're also adding new chaos rift variations like boss hunts where you and other hunters chase a boss around the map in a defense arena mode where you'll defend your van. Yes, like beep beep van from waves of chaos monsters. So it's like zombie hordes attacking your mode, but it's like Moco monsters. We're revamping lack of meaningful rewards or progression. We're revamping the leveling experience to ensure progression feels great at every level. Improvements include making some gears and world map unlocks be level based, introducing a rested system that multiplies your monster XP gains at the start of each day before tapering off, and clarifying gear power progression. Okay, so basically it's like this is actually really good for retention because it's like you're gonna get the most XP when you log in for the first time that day if you're playing, and then as you play throughout the day, the XP will gradually go down, but for the people who want to grind, you'll still be able to progress. But for the people who just want can play a couple or like an hour or so per day, you're gonna get the most XP that you can get, so you don't fall too far behind. And honestly, that is a huge and awesome change in implementation for an RPG game like Moco. I absolutely love this. Sounds fantastic if it's implemented correctly. Lack endgame goals and engagement. We're improving the endgame elite hunter mode and exploring some small permanent progress that'll carry over chapter to chapter. Elite hunters will be able to access new versions of familiar open world maps, but with tougher chaos monsters that'll challenge even the highest ranked players. Pretty cool. What about monetization? We want to clarify some of the questions we've seen floating around regarding how monetization will work in Moco and how it ties into the new meta. Our goal is to stick to cosmetic only monetization. We really want this to work. In order for it to succeed, Moco needs to appeal to a broad audience and be accessible to players unfamiliar with the genre. This is why we're so keen on finding the right balance between simplicity and player agency, especially in systems like the new meta. We want it to be fun and deep, but also accessible for casual players to enjoy without always needing long tactical play sessions. So with that in mind, being accessible is a critical part of the game's success, and if we're able to attract a large player base, then cosmetics only monetization has a shot at working. 100% agree with this. It works in other games like Valorant, Fortnite, things like that. Hunter v Hunter. Hunting's more fun with friends, especially when they're the ones you are hunting. This is heavily work in progress, so just keep that in mind kind of as we're going through it. PvP is being designed for a fun and fair experience. PvP modes will have different level caps based on when you unlock them. The first mode will be unlocked and capped at level 14, the second at level 30, and later modes having higher level caps. Gears are capped to the specific PvP level cap, meaning you can only use gears that are unlocked up to that level. For example, you cannot use gears that unlock after level 14 in a capped level 14 PvP mode. So it sounds like you get the gears up to level 14, but then anything past level, like any gears you unlock past level 14, you can't use, even though they would be capped at level 14. I think that's really cool because there could be a gear that somebody unlocks at like level 60, and then it's like, it's capped at level 14, but someone who's level 14 is like, what the heck is that item? So really cool. I like that. No amplifiers are allowed in PvP battles. I assume they'll touch base on the amplifiers and everything like that, but if not, they kind of touched it. Some of the creators touched it on their videos. I would have touched it on mine. Playing PvP will earn you XP and will help you progress on projects. Types of PvP modes. Lone Ranger, which is free for all. 20 hunters have 3 minutes to hunt as many chaos monsters as possible and collect their shards. Name work in progress. The bigger the monster, the more shards it'll drop. The beauty of it all is that you can hunt other players to steal some of their shards. Drop rates double in the final minute, and hunters with the most shards will win. Seems pretty cool. It seems like you get points. It tells you your placement, and then there's time left. There's, like I said, this is seriously work in progress, but initial feedback, probably some kind of leaderboard that's like, here's what second place has, here's what third place, kind of like in Squad Busters, you know how like the leaderboard and the left look. I think that'd be pretty cool for this, especially if there's 20 hunters. You kind of want to know where you are in relation to the leaderboard. And then at the end of the game, it looks like it tells you at the end screen, which is really cool. Double Trouble, bring your +1 to the hunt. Team up with your hunting buddy, same objective as Lone Ranger, but now it's 10 teams of 2. That's pretty cool. I actually really like that. 4 fighters, team, a little tougher, but same objective as Lone Ranger. This time it's 2 teams of 4 hunters with a smaller map, faster chaos monster spawns, and there's a boss. So good luck, have fun. Seems pretty cool. Group hunt, bigger team. Like 4 fighters, but this is a 10v10. We expect a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. That's pretty cool. I like that. Closing thoughts, we originally planned a small-scale community PvP test, but we're confident that the next development cycle will be the last before letting you experience Moco firsthand. Instead of testing specific features like PvP, we believe it's best to gather raw feedback from the community and continue to develop Moco together. Expect an invite to try Moco and share your thoughts sometimes in Q1 2025. We're hard at work and hope you enjoy what's coming soon. Heart, the Moco team. P.S. Yes, you will keep your progress, this time with the winky face. That probably means that the game will be going into soft launch sometime into Q1 2025. I don't expect that they'll just launch it globally right off the gate, but that's my expectations. Like, if they launch global, like, I want Moco to go global. Like, this game is going to be huge. I'm going to be covering it. I'm going to be playing it. I'm a huge RPG fan, especially what Moco has to offer. I absolutely loved it when I got to play it, so I'm very, very excited for this. I cannot wait to play Moco. I miss it so much. I love having the game to grind. It sounds like a lot of the changes they made are huge for the game, and I'm just very excited to see it. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. I mean, this video had to go on the main channel because it's too big of news not to pass up, and I'm still contemplating on whether I want to cover Moco on my separate RPG channel, which was created with that intention in mind, or if I want to just cover it alongside Squad Busters on my main channel. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and are you excited to play Moco?